it looks like events are coming together. I've just watched Jacob Israel's latest video, and he talks about the Trump card. Donald Trump has released these trading cards, which are known as the Trump card. And we have the Trump card on the Economist 2017 magazine. So it looks like the events are coming together, and that if you go by that magazine cover, there's going to be some collapse of the system. You have also Elon Musk putting out tweets on Twitter against Fauci, whose name is Sickle. And it looks like that the whole narrative is going to flip. And I believe this was always the case, and it confirms further that the truth movement was a construct, and as it is becoming clearer as these events flip over, and that it's all controlled by Freemasonry and a certain intelligence service in the Middle East. And the whole narrative is going to change, and it's all done on purpose. It is a script. So you have Donald Trump and the Trump card, where he's like Superman. Now Q, the 17th letter in the alphabet, if you look at a Q, it is an all-seeing eye with a tail, an Egyptian tail. Q, the 17th letter, and there's lots of references to 17 and Trump, as you can hear in Jacob Israel's video. So if we look at the Economist magazine 2017, which I said was concerning this year in my previous videos, I said this because you have the planetary conjunction. So you have the conjunction of the planets here, the alignment of the planets, which was on June the 24th, midsummer, and on that day midsummer, and Shakespeare wrote a play called Midsummer's Night Dream. June the 24th, 1717 was the creation of Freemasonry. Midsummer, Shakespeare's play Midsummer's Night Dream. With the planetary alignment here, you have a crack. So this is saying that this is this year, or around this time. You have the change of leaders. Merkel, you have one that looks like Liz Truss. It's actually Le Pen, but it looks like Liz Truss. Lots of leaders have lost their posts. You have children here, and it seems like there's going to be some kind of child sacrifice. You have the comet. Could this be Comet E3? There is a comet approaching Earth. The tower, I believe, is La Palma. It looks like La Palma. If you squint your eyes, this tower looks like a volcano. If you squint your eyes with water coming on the sides. Notice on the flag of La Palma, you have a tower with St. Michael with the balance. And St. Michael slays the dragon. And it looks like everything's going to come out in the open. We've had the MP speaking Parliament, where he said there's mass corruption. So everything's going to be overturned. It is all, I believe, part of the plot. And part of that plot, it was the truth movement. You have the death card here. And all these events are designed, I believe, to create a new age. You have Trump, and he's just released the Trump card. So this card has come true. Now notice you have like waves coming towards America. So it seems like there's some kind of event going to come on. And so on La Palma you have a tower. You have a tower card here on the flag of La Palma. On the flag of La Palma it's very similar to this image. And if you go and look at Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, who's come out against Fauci, if you look at his family crest, it is a tower as well. And it is very similar looking to the La Palma tower. Ron DeSantis. Now look at this card here. And we have the Trump card release, these Trump cards, which he's trading. Now Trump recently has looked very CGI in his appearances. So Donald Trump has looked very CGI in his appearances. And here we have the Trump card, Trump Tower. Now remember the film Back to the Future, where you have Biff, who is based on Donald Trump. Biff is based on Donald Trump. And you have lots of similarities between the two, and lots of predictions in Back to the Future. Now look at this BBC image here. This is on the BBC, how they portray Trump. NFG trading cards, and look at him here, Trump. Okay, he's in the Wild West. This is Biff in Back to the Future. In Back to the Future 3, he's wearing the exact costume as that BBC trading cards. The Wild West. And what I think it is that kind of America's going to go back into the Wild West after these events. It's going to be like the Wild West. So you have Biff with his hat there in Back to the Future 3, and you have the BBC here portraying him as Biff, what Biff looked like in Back to the Future 3. So it looks like events are coming closer and closer. And just a little add-on to my last video about the meteor and why they believe the meteor is some kind of divine intelligence was brought to Earth via a meteor, we have the Superman clip. So the evil characters are put into another dimension, but they land on Earth in Superman 2. But in Superman 1, you have Superman and he arrives like a meteor.
Which Einstein called his theory of relativity, embedded in the crystals before you, is the total accumulation of all literature and scientific fact from dozens of other worlds, spanning the 28 known galaxies. Early Chinese writing points out the complex relationship which man made. By translating this complex equation to its ultimate power, my son. Chief among these powers will be your sight, your strength, your hearing, your ability to propel yourself at almost limitless speed. The early history of our universe was a bloody mosaic of interplanetary war. Each of the 6 galaxies which it will pass through contain their own individual law. Space and time is forbidden for you to interfere with human history.
So he lands on Earth like a meteorite, this super being from space. So he crashes to Earth like a meteor. You have Trump portrayed as a superhero, like Superman. It's all connected. And you have Nietzsche, who wrote a book called Zarathustra, which is based on Zoroastrianism, where you have a character called Superman who rejects religion and has this idea of man becoming like a god, which seems to be connected to this agenda, which they're carrying out. Thank you.